image to 3D pipelines output raw, unoptimized geometry that looks like this. They generate massive, topologically chaotic binary meshes. When a graphics engineer tries to push a 50-megabyte Gaussian splat or a raw photogrammetry export to a web client, the runtime bandwidth costs skyrocket. The browser simply chokes on the volume of raw data it has to fetch. The M2 Three.js project changes the delivery method entirely. It abandons mesh extraction and operates strictly as a procedural compiler. The system analyzes a single reference image and outputs a lightweight, interactive Three.js model written exclusively in TypeScript. There are 0 binary asset downloads. This bar chart compares the data footprint of the two approaches. We move from a 50-megabyte binary blob down to a few kilobytes of procedural text. The architecture achieves this compression by strictly isolating the large language model from geometry creation. The LLM never writes the 3D structure. It is only used for binary visual judgment of a rendered frame. By translating a visual reference into executable code, the system eliminates the primary loading bottleneck for web-based 3D, allowing complex objects to appear as fast as the browser can run a script. The first phase of this compiler addresses the primary flaw of image to 3D models, preventing the AI from hallucinating hidden geometry based on a flat 2D plane. The system deploys a detail inventory protocol. It decomposes the 2D image into a strict structural hierarchy, logging every visible component before any code is generated. Surface-level features like bevels and rivets are mapped to specific coordinates, mathematically anchoring them to the planned geometry so they aren't generated randomly. Before texturing, the system must also isolate the true material color from the reference pixels. It has to separate the object's actual pigment from the environment's lighting. This diagram visualizes the albedo de-lighting process. The system algorithmically flattens baked-in shadows and bright highlights, resulting in a single, uniform base color. With colors neutralized, the pipeline establishes pre-spec contracts. These are rigid mathematical boundaries that lock the object's dimensions into a fixed ratio. The pipeline writes these exact constraints into an offline state file. This creates a hard execution gate that the LLM cannot alter or bypass. Locking in these constraints at the intake phase guarantees topological accuracy. It also preserves LLM token efficiency because the model isn't wasting context windows trying to guess spatial relationships. Phase B moves into the procedural build, where the documented code translates into solid structure. The base blockout ignores polygonal modeling entirely. It is built using procedural mathematical shapes. The pipeline utilizes distance fields that dynamically merge. This allows the geometry to combine seamlessly without creating overlapping internal walls. For complex extrusions, the system relies on procedural sweeping, which drags a 2D profile along a defined 3D curve to build the final shape. But sweeping introduces a specific mathematical risk. Standard rotation physics dictate that as geometry travels along a sharp curve, the normal vectors will inevitably flip or twist at the apex. This diagram displays the pipeline solution: parallel transport frames. We see normal vectors traveling along a curved path. The frames dynamically lock the vectors, keeping them perfectly perpendicular. This constraint neutralizes twisting forces, maintaining structural integrity through the sharpest curves. Once the geometry is mathematically sound, the system moves to a projection-first texture baking phase. This projection safely wraps complex, high-fidelity skins, like exact Counter-Strike 2 weapon finishes, directly onto the generated procedural geometry. Relying on mathematical geometry generation guarantees a pristine, animation-ready topology. It delivers a clean, usable mesh that neural radiance fields simply cannot output. Generating humanoid characters introduces a new set of variables. The system must shift from assembling hard surface objects to building organic, articulated meshes. This hierarchical tree diagram illustrates how the pipeline handles articulation. The system automatically derives a 49-bone humanoid skeleton directly from the procedural component tree, rather than forcing a human rigger to manually plot the joints. Skinning that skeleton to the mesh introduces another technical hurdle. Standard proximity-based weight mapping calculates distance linearly through open space, which causes catastrophic arm-to-torso webbing when the character moves. The architectural solution deployed here is geodesic voxel skinning. By calculating the weight distribution explicitly for the solid interior volume of the character, the weight values cannot bleed across empty space. For external features like hair, the subsystem applies a strict mathematical clearance limit. This dictates exact geometric boundaries for the scalp fields, actively preventing the generated hair from clipping through the skull. Algorithmic rigging combined with interior weight distribution ensures the output is mechanically viable for game engines. The asset is ready to animate without requiring a technical artist to paint manual skin weights. Before the asset is finalized, it enters an offline validation phase. Strict physics rules evaluate the model for absolute symmetry and reliability. This 3D coordinate plane illustrates the enforcement of chirality vectors. The system maintains absolute directional stability across all generated models, ensuring left and right components mirror accurately along the positive x-axis. Standard visual validation relies on silhouette checking sensors, but an outer outline check completely fails to detect overlapping topological defects hidden inside the volume of the model. To catch these hidden errors, the system deploys a height-banded interior difference sensor. This schematic shows an internal anomaly triggering a failure state, even when the outer bounding box perfectly matches the reference. The sensor systematically audits the internal geometry, catching meshing failures before the final model is approved by the system. Automated internal physics validation operates as an uncompromising quality gate. It ensures the final game asset is structurally sound without a human QA pass. A single 2D image carries strict physical limitations. A compiler cannot deduce true geometry on the unobserved side of an object. The system implements an honesty protocol for occluded geometry. Rather than guessing or hallucinating the back of the object, it explicitly mirrors the visible geometry and logs the unobserved data in the terminal. This creates a hard boundary for visual fidelity. The tool outputs highly optimized, stylized assets, not exact photorealistic replicas. It is not designed to replace micropore organic face scans. It generates clean, low-poly procedural geometry designed for scale, rather than cinematic detail. Developers must also manage specific runtime performance constraints. Without proper batching, procedural shaders generate severe draw call overhead on the client side. If you're building automated asset pipelines, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for our weekly technical breakdowns of new AI engineering tools. Click the video on your screen to see our deep dive into optimizing Three.js draw calls. By prioritizing procedural logic over raw pixels, MG2 Three.js creates lightweight 3D assets that snap into a structured architectural grid for the modern web.